All right, shalom, shalom. I'm gonna start by giving infinite honors and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Harachak Wadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessings to you, Aki, in pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last sections of time. All right, and as the title of the lesson is, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. All right. And in this system, all right, in this city, that city being America, it is ruled, it's governed over, all right, by wicked rulers, wicked practices, all right, witchcraft, sorcery, all right. And even these things are also framed in the law in the society, man. All right. And they govern the ins and outs of the society, man. Pure wickedness. So I found this article I wanted to get into, and Lord willing, all right, this message is edifying. This is the book of Isaiah. Let me get it really quick. Let me share my screen. All right. Let me get this article. All right. And for the purposes of this article, I just leave a blank there for some of the words that may get this video flagged. So, but for the purposes of this article, I'll just read it. It says, ERProud.com, News Louisiana. It says, Louisiana Senate passes state's version of Don't Say Blank bill. All right. It says, Louisiana's version of the Don't Blank bill passed through the Senate on Monday, June 5th, which was today. All right. And keep that word Senate in mind, okay, because we know ultimately America is a reincarnation of the Roman Empire, down to its system, all right, its policies, its laws, its government, and how it's ultimately ran, man. It's a carbon copy of the Roman Empire, all right? So it says, passed through the Senate on Monday, June 5th. It says the bill bans discussions of blank orientation and blank identity in the classroom and during extracurricular activities. And you can read it what it says for yourself. It says the bill now heads to the House of Representatives for concurrence and then if passed to the governor. All right, so there's a process that this bill ultimately goes through to be set in stone in the law. And we know that the society is a carbon copy of that of the Roman Empire, all right, due to the way it's ran systematically. And we're going to prove that. First, let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 10, verse 1. It says, I'm going to zoom in, see if you can see this. Let me check this out real quick. Let me make sure you can see this. Let me go see my page. Here. You can see it. So it says Isaiah 10 and 1. It says Assyria, the headline Assyria is the most highest instrument. All right. And that Assyria, all right, likened on to modern day America, man. All right. And the rulers that dwell over this current society, man. Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. But with that rulership, Esau Edom has ultimately decreed unrighteous decrees throughout the planet Earth, man, that have been a grievousness onto the children of Israel. So it says Isaiah 10 and 1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. So they prescribe grievousness, man. All right. And I want to get that word decree. I got it here in the online etymology. All right. I'm going to read it. It says decree, to order or promulgate with authority. To order or promulgate with authority. It says decree, decreeing. Now, when you go down, it says decree. Special ordinance or regulation promulgated by authority. Early 14th century, originally ecclesiastical, secular use is by late 14th century from Old French decree, variant of decree. Decret. It says from Latin, neuter of decretus, to decree, decide, pronounce a decision. All right, and ultimately, that's what this this current as it is a quoted bill, all right, is ultimately attempting to do, man. All right, to make a decision that ultimately bans discussion as it reads of blank orientation and blank identity, all right, in the classroom and during extracurricular activities. So they're basically, in a nutshell, trying to ban the truth, all right, trying to ban righteousness in a sense, because the Lord tells you that what? Man shall be with woman, woman shall be with man. All right. Not the opposite side of that, which is wickedness, man. Which is what this bill is ultimately trying to accomplish, man. All right. Something wicked, man. All right. So I just want to get this really quick. All right. Because this society is based off the spirit of doest thou will, man. And that's why it ultimately wants to ban the discussion of those things that it mentioned, man. Okay, blank orientation and blank identity, man, because they want you to say and have the spirit of, well, you are who you are, be who you want to be, man. Doest thou will. I will quote. Here you go. Aleister Crowley, there's no grace, there's no guilt. This is the law. Do what thou wilt. You see, Aleister Crowley, man. All right, an open Satanist. It says, there's no grace, and we know we have grace. Tells you in Romans the 5th chapter, man. Through Yahweh Shai Mashiach, man. So this guy said there's no grace, there's no guilt. This is the law. Do what thou wilt, man. All right? A reflection of this American society, man. And this article proves it, man. Do as thou will. Banning discussion of blank, blank, and blank in the classroom and during extracurricular activities. So that's saying, okay, well, do what you want. We're not gonna bash you. Okay. If you want to be something that you're not, something that you weren't born as, come on, man, that's wicked. All right. The creator of the heavens, the earth, the moon, the stars, good and evil. All right. He's against you, Babylon. All right. He's against you, America, and your wicked decrees, man. So let's go back to that word decree. It says, pronounce a decision. It says, and it's going to break it down. It says from the Latin D, meaning to go down, right? And it says decree, decree. It says, and here's the point. It says to sieve, thus discriminate, distinguish. So ultimately, these decrees, all right, are ultimately desired to sift you or sieve you, man. All right, to get you ultimately caught in derision, in a snare, man. Okay, to confuse you, man. It says it is the hypothetical source of evidence for its existence is provided by Greek krenene to separate, you see, separate, all right, because that's what this system ultimately pushes, separation from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right, it says judgment. It says to sift, distinguish, separate. Yeah, man. Because this society is that of Satan, man. All right, because it's ran by ultimately the physical counterpart of the spiritual demon Satan, man. Esau, Edom. Okay. And the Lord told us to Peter, and that's likened on to the elect in this day, man. All right. What Satan is ultimately trying to do. Okay. This is Luke chapter 22, verse 31. It reads, and the Lord said, Simon, Simon, Peter, Peter, behold, Satan had desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. That's right, man. All right, that the faith in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, through grace in which we stand, faileth not, man. Okay, because Satan, all right, Esau eating a physical counterpart. And this system is designed to sift you, man. Look what it says. Decree. All right. To sieve. To sift. All right. That's what these decrees, that's what these laws are designed to do, man. All right. To sift you. All right. To separate you from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, man. And that's not to say that ultimately, oh, don't follow the laws of the society. No, the scriptures tell you be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, but that's to be aware and use wisdom in the society, man. All right. And not be taken by these decrees that are put out in the earth, such as this, man. Just because this is being put out, all right, and potentially going to be passed into law, potentially, right? Potentially going to be passed into law doesn't mean it's right, man. Doesn't mean it's righteous. All right. Look at the society we live in and look who is being governed by, man. That'll tell you if this place is being ruled in righteousness. And we know that it's not, man. All right. This society is not being ruled and governed over by a righteous authority. The righteous authority is being raised up in these last seconds of time, man, with the hopeful elect. So I want to get that word Senate. I just want to touch on that word Senate. Okay. Because just as it was in ancient Rome, so it is here in America today. You have a Senate House, man, and that Senate House serves to fuel this beast, man. All right, to fuel the image of this system, man, and that's exactly what it's doing here in America today. So let's get that word Senate. Okay, let's get that word Senate. I'm gonna get this other one too. Please, maybe Proverbs or Psalm. Let's see. Dismiss. Here we go. And I'm gonna get this word Senate first. It says Senate. Now the word Senate itself means, it says Senate, the legal and administrative body of ancient Rome. So you can't make this up. It says the legal and administrative body of ancient Rome. Oh, so this term, all right, it says the legal and administrative body of ancient Rome. It's referring to ancient Rome. So how in this article that was dated of today is it saying that, okay, this was passed through the Senate today? All right. Why? Because Rome is being brought back here in this system of the United States, man. It's Rome all over again. All right. So let's go back to that word. It says from Old French Senat or Latin Senatus, highest council of the state in ancient Rome. And that's the highest council, all right, of the United States, the Senate, man, the House of Representatives, all right, Congress, okay? All those things are a reflection of ancient Rome and how business and how government was ran. It says highest council of the state in ancient Rome, literally council of elders, right? The elders of this so-called society, because the Lord tells you this, all right? Get this real quick. I'll go back to that Psalms 94. Let me see. First Corinthians. Yeah, man. This is First Corinthians 3:19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh Shem Yahushai. For it is written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. You see? And the Lord is going to take, all right, these spiritual Romans, all right, these Americans, the elites of this society, all right, he's going to take them in their own craftiness, man. Okay? The Lord said he raised it up low and bring it on high, man. All right? And the Lord is going to reverse these roles, and ultimately the wisdom of this society is going to fail. All right. And the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to prevail. So it says, and again, the Lord knows the thoughts of the wise, that they are vain. That's right, man. And these are vain thoughts. Look at this, man. Let's go into this a little bit more. All right. Let's see if there's any more. It says 29 members of the Senate voted yes and 9 members voted no. So the majority was for this thing, man. You see, they took counsel even amongst themselves, man. All right. Even those that said yes, they took counsel amongst themselves and said, hey, we're gonna outweigh the other side, man, to get this up and get it approved, man, because they want this agenda to be approved. But it won't be approved, thus say Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. So let's go back to that word Senate. Let's see if there's any more. It says, it is attested from late 14th century in reference to governing bodies of free cities in Europe, of national governing bodies. It says the specific sense of upper house of the U.S. legislator is recorded from 1775. So it was brought back here in America, man. All right. That wound, that deadly wound was healed, man, pertaining to Revelations, the 13th chapter. That deadly wound was healed. All right. And America is ultimately using the same patterns. That's no coincidence. The same government style. All right. You have the same agendas, the same propagandas. All right. As you did in ancient Rome. It's no coincidence, man. All right. This is Rome all over again. This is spiritual Rome. All right. It says the specific sense of upper house of the U.S. legislature is recorded from 1775. All right. So let's go back. Let's go back to Isaiah 10. I don't want to get it in the NLT. Then I'll go back to that Psalms. All right. So it says Syria is the Most High's instrument. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. This is grievousness. All right. Possible grievousness. All right. Going to be prescribed. All right. Because ultimately, what does it do? It gives the spirit of you can do and be whatever you want to be. And that's not so, thus said the Lord, man. All right. The Lord is not the author of confusion. The scriptures tell you that the Lord is about decency and order, man, on earth as it is in heaven, man. All right. They're not in the heavens discussing, oh, well, should people go by their real identity or something else? Come on, man. That's not heavenly, man. That's wickedness. All right. As it is written, it shall be more tolerable, all right, for Sodom and Gomorrah than that city in that day, man. That city being America, that day being that day of Jacob's trouble, man. That great day, all right. You will not see America exist anymore. We'll be in the lake of fire, man. All right. When these different surrounding countries, all right, and the enemies of America and these states, all right, shoot their ICBM nuclear missiles and render this place desolate, man, in the Third World War, man. All right. So it says, let's go back. Verse 2, to turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. That's right, man. The poor, the Lord's people, that's the Israelites, man. All right. They're trying to take our rights away because our rights, the rights of the Israelites are the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So anything that goes against the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that takes away our rights, man. All right. And that's what the society does, man. It takes away our rights, man. All right. Our rights to ultimately do what? Dwell in righteousness, dwell in peace, man. All right. You can't dwell in peace when there's grievousness. All right. You cannot dwell in peace when there's grievousness. I want to get that that word. Let's go back. Let's get that in the NLT. This is Isaiah. Salakia. Isaiah. No, NLT Bible. Let's go here first. So it says Isaiah 10. Here we go. This is Isaiah 10:1 in the NLT. What sorrow awaits the unjust judges and those who issue unfair laws. All right. And who are those that are issuing the unfair laws? They're not the so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes. We don't issue these laws. Well, then who is it? All right. If not, then who is it, man? All right. If Esau Edom isn't the wicked, who is it, man? Who's actually issuing these unfair laws? All right. Who's in the seat to actually to decree these things, man? You have to think about the bigger picture, man. Who's in control of the entire planet Earth, man? Ruling in wickedness, Esau, Edom. But the Lord says he's appointed bounds that Esau cannot pass. All right. So it's only a matter of time, Esau. All right. The Lord is fed up with you, man. The clock is ticking on you, Esau. All right. Let's go to the next verse. It says, Salaki, it went to the next. I'll go to Isaiah 10 and 2 in the NLT, and it reads, they deprive the poor of justice and deny the rights. You see those rights again, and deny the rights of the needy among my people. They prey on widows and take advantage of orphans. That's all they do, man, because they push their philosophy, their wine on our people, man. All right. They take advantage of them, man, from the youth, man. All right. Pushing the agenda on them, man. Come on, man. This place's sins have reached onto the heavens, man, and the Most High have remembered. Okay. So let's go just to touch back on that word Senate. All right. This is First Maccabees. Let me see if there's any more in the Senate. Okay. So it says, I'm going to just read the little definition again. It says Senate, the legal and administrative body of ancient Rome. There you go. The legal and administrative body of ancient Rome. So it says First Maccabees chapter 8, verse 15. Now, this is going into ancient Rome, man. All right. You have the what? The Roman Republic, then the Roman Empire, man. Okay. So it says, moreover, how they had made for themselves a Senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting always for the people to the end that they might be well ordered. And you see that exactly here. It says 29 members of the Senate voted yes and 9 members voted no. So you got 29 plus 9, that's what, 38 people. But you know there's more that ultimately was surrounding them to the word I'm looking for, to litigate this thing, man, and get it up there, man, all the way up to the governor. Now, ultimately, we know, like we were mentioning earlier, Revelation 13 chapter that tells you that deadly wound was healed. All right, so this society, ultimately, what it didn't fulfill in ancient Rome is trying to fulfill it here in America, man. All right, that one world agenda, that one world order, man. All right, that government led in wickedness, man, by their decrees and their laws passed down, man. Their vibration, all right. He, like the scriptures tell you in Ezekiel, he sitteth in the seat of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua as if he is the Most High, man. So that's the mindset of Esau Edom, all right. So it says, this is First Maccabees 8 and 16, and that they committed their government to one man every year, who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation among them. You see, so they were all on one accord. All right, it tells you that in Revelation the 13th chapter. All right, in the nutshell, it says what? All right, he calls it all. All right, both small and great, rich and poor, man, to receive a what? A charagma in their right hand or their forehead, man. And that's what the Roman Empire, all right, that's what it ultimately didn't accomplish, that America's trying to accomplish, man. But guess who's going to fall that plan, man? Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and the holy angels. All right. So let's go back. All right. This is the book of, let's see. This is Psalms chapter 94, verse 20. It says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? You see, mischief. All right. And that's got Esau Edom written all over it, man. Mischief. Let's see what that word mischief means. Okay. It says mischief. There you go. Evil condition, misfortune, hardship, need, want, wickedness. He framed it wickedness by law, man. Come on, man. And then the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has it to where the truth is out about you, Esau. All right. You're not going to get away clean this time, man. All right. For pushing and trying to implement these wicked laws, man. The Most High sees you, man. The Most High sees your plans, man. All right. He created you to be, like the scriptures tell you, the wicked are estranged from the womb. So the Lord, from the womb, he created you to do just what you're doing in this point in time, Esau, which is taking peace away from the earth. It tells you that in Revelation the 6th chapter. All right, that red horse take peace from the earth. All right, let me get that as well. Okay, so it says they frame it mischief by law. That word mischief, it says come or bring to grief. Come or bring to grief. We read it in Isaiah 10 that what? Grievousness which they have prescribed. All right. So that mischief, all right, it brings grief upon our people, man. All right. Seeing all this wickedness, all right, reach the heavens, man. All right. As it tells you in Ezekiel, the ninth chapter, those that sigh and that cry, all right, for all the abominations that are being done in the midst thereof. You know, that's the hopeful elect. All right. We're fed up with the wickedness in this society, man. All right. This is Revelation 6:4. It says, and there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. And who is that red horse? Esau Edom. How is he taking peace from the earth? All right. Decrees like this is simple. All right. I'm gonna highlight the portion to where, all right, just the decree. Here's the decree right here. All right. You can read it for yourself. The bill bans discussions of blank orientation and blank identity in the classroom and during extracurricular activities. The bill now heads to the House of Reps for concurrence, and then if passed to the governor. Concurrence meaning what? That they ultimately are in agreement, like it tells you back in First Maccabees 8:16, and that they committed their government to one man every year who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation among them, meaning they were on a one accord, man. All right, and as you see, the majority that voted on this decree, they were on one accord. All right, 29 verses 9. Okay, so let's go back to Revelation 6:4. Again, it says, and there went out another horse that was red, Esau Edom, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. All right. And that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. All right. Now I want to get that word sword because it has some information in it that's going to go into basically how this system is ran. All right. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. All right. That word sword. It's the Lord said a great sword, man. All right. Not an average sword. It says a great sword. It says a large knife used for killing animals and cutting up flesh. It says a straight sword for thrusting. It says Strong's definition. Here's the point. Let me see if it'll play it out loud. It says machala. It says Strong's definition, and here's the point. It says probably feminine of a presumed derivative of a knife, dirk, figuratively war, judicial punishment. So that is a part of Esau Edom's sword, man. Judicial punishment. All right. So he has great judicial punishment because the scripture said what? A great sword. All right. Just to get that word judicial, see if there's anything in it, man. It says of or pertaining to a judge, pertaining to the administration of justice, of or belonging to a court of justice. Right. It told you in Psalms, it says mischief by law. Let me get this as well. Let me see. Scriptures tell you. Scriptures go in on Esau Edom, man. Let me get it real quick. Bear with me, Akim. I got it. This is Psalms 144. Psalms 144. This is Psalms 144. And 7, it says, send thine hand from above, rid me and deliver me out of great waters, from the hand of strange children. Right, these devils, man. All right, these strange children. We're in their hands currently, man. We are yet this day in our captivity. So we're asking the Lord to what? Rid us from this guy. Deliver us from this, Lord. Please, let's look at this again. Let's examine this. All right, it says they're trying to ban the discussion of basically who you were born to be, that the Lord created you to be, man. All right. And when you do that, you eliminate the idea that, okay, well, Yahweh Shem Yahushua created you a certain way for a certain purpose, to be governed under a certain rulership, under certain laws. You take that out of the way, man. So you're basically making this society lawless. All right. So please rid us from this, Lord. Babakosha, 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 Yahweh Shem Yahushua, by Shem Hara Hakodash. Rid us from this, Lord. Please, Lord. All right. How long, oh Lord? It says, bans the discussion of blank orientation and blank identity in the classroom and during extracurricular activities. And they can define extracurricular activities whatever they would like it to be, outside or in the parking lot, all right, at the games, school functions and activities. We don't want to hear anything about that, all right? They're going to be banning Bible soon, man. So let's go back to Psalms 144 and 8. It says, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood. That's right, man. A right hand of falsehood. Revelation 6 and 4, that judicial sword, man, judicial punishment. All right, that great sword. It says judgment, decision of a court, and also that word decree goes into decision, man. All right. Let me get this really quick. Roughly paraphrase it. I believe it's in Zephaniah. Bear with me, I can grab this one. I believe it's in Yep. Zephaniah 3. This is Zephaniah 3 and 3. Her princes within her are roaring lions. Her judges are evening wolves. They gnaw not the bones to the marrow. You see? Evening wolves. Now you have to ask yourselves, all right, what type of individuals do you have to be morally to just agree on something of this nature? And we're just going to just loop this society. If you have a child, that child can be whatever it wants to be. That child can say whatever it wants to say, serve whatever it wants to serve. So the picture I'm basically trying to paint is we're coming to the end of this current society, man. All right, we're at the very end. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to deliver his hopeful elect, man. All right, that stay nigh and near unto him, man, through these times. All right, and Lord willing, I'll be at that number, man, from the apostles on down to the least of us, man. Sighing and crying during the midst of all these abominations being done, all right, in front of us. All right, these decrees, these laws being passed to force this agenda on the Lord's chosen people, man. All right, so how long, oh Lord? I'm going to say, Sama, Yasha'Allah, Yahweh, Allahayanawa, Yahweh, Ahud. That's here, O Israel. The Lord our power is one Lord. All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Halayim Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Arachak Wadash. Double honors to my teachers, the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and are worthy of their double honors. Peace and blessings to you, Aki, pushing out this truth across the four corners during these last 6 of time. Lord willing, this message was edifying. Till next time, Kwam Yashala, Shalom.